Hey, what's up guys, it's TechZoomer talking to you here, and in today's video I will talk about the newest iOS 16 features, and of course I will talk about the best ones, not everyone. In today's video you will learn which are the most useful newest features on the iOS 16 that came out around 2 days ago, and I think it's one of the biggest updates that have ever happened to iOS in a while. I know you're probably asking yourself, wait, what happened to your voice? Sounds weird. Well, I'm sorry, I kind of lost my voice yesterday while I was watching my team play, and I screamed too much, and so my voice is just a little bit trash today. I'm sorry for that, but I think that I will try to compensate for that with a good quality video. So in today's video, I will see and pick up my iPhone 13 Pro Max, which is right here, and I will fill it with the iPhone XS that I'm using right now, and I will try to show you which are the best features on iOS 16 that I've been using in a while for the beta version. That I think that now that you have the iOS 16 original, not the beta, I think that you will love some of the new features that I found out in a couple of months. So no further ado, let's get started with iOS 16's best features, shall we? Let's start with the lock screen, because the new lock screen, it's actually the biggest update on iOS 16. Let's jump into the iPhone 13 Pro Max to try to show you which ones are the newest features and how can you change and personalize your lock screen right now. So the biggest changes to the lock screen now come on the lock screen, like I told you. You can now change the lock screen. For example, now we are on this one and I want to personalize it. So I tap it, I want to personalize this lock screen, I add a new one, and then you have several choices you can choose from. Let's, for example, have just access photos. You have random photos which changes throughout the day. You have the weather and astronomy, and then you have, just like the Apple Watch, a very different collection of possible lock screens. For example, I can choose this one, the iOS 16 lock screen, and as you can see now, things can go over the time. It's pretty cool. You can change the hours. You can now change the font. For example, let's choose this one. I like it a lot. Let's choose a new color. Let's try to go in for a green. I like the green one. Okay, put it green, change the green color to a little bit different. And now we can add some widgets, for example, batteries. This one is great. And then I want some like the calendar. This one is also great. And then I want to choose a bigger one, which shows me the weather. And this one is great. And okay, my rings. I choose this one. And now it's set up. So now I'm set up all the way. I can also change the fonts, and of course you can have the date, the time, or you can have, for example, the stocks, or I don't know, something else different. I think that this is the best one, and you can click add. I just don't want to deal with that. You can change the lock screen and the home screen, and now you have your new lock screen. This can be done for everything. Like, this is the main thing for the newest iOS 16. It's like interchangeable lock screens. It's amazing. I love it. It's so cool. Of course, if we want to change something different, for example, put your own photo, I have done one for now and I can show you how it is. So if we go to change a lock screen, just like the Apple Watch, you tap a long tap on the lock screen, and then I choose a photo of myself like I have here, and then as you can see, it hovers the time. It can cover, and it makes a pretty cool look, just like the Apple Watch. So all of these features were present on the Apple Watch before, and I think it's one of the biggest and newest features on iOS 16. It's pretty cool. But now let me try to show you something, because if you don't know, the iPhone 13 Pro Max, 13 Pro, 13 and 13 mini are able to now unlock in several different positions. Before, you could unlock your phone by just looking from here and swiping up. But now, as you can see, like try to show you here, I can turn it on the inside and do it like this. So it unlocks. It's pretty cool. You can unlock on several orientations now. So when you are watching content and your phone simply locks, it's actually very cool to unlock your phone this way. It's one of the biggest, not the biggest, also changes to iOS 16. And if you have an iPhone 12, I think, older, or even the iPhone 13s and older, then you will enjoy these features. More than that, you also carry on all of the features from the iOS 15. So all of the things that you love, the new home screen, it's here. Now, one of the biggest changes also comes to the Messages app. The iMessage app, it's totally different. So let's go into the iMessage app and try to show you what I'm talking about. So now we are on the iMessage app, and now we have several new features. For example, the first one you can see is My King has the notifications silent. This is a feature from the iOS 15 that you probably don't know. This is something telling you that the notifications from myself, now right now, are silent because I'm making a video. And you can alert these people anyway if you are a jerk, but please don't do that. One thing that you can do also now is, for example, if you have a typo, hello, I'm Miguel, I'm fine, and you send a message, now you can correct it or delete it. For example, I want to delete this message, I just click here and I said plus and I trash this message. One thing that I also can do, for example, I said hello, I'm fine, I click here and I click here, edit, and do not write softy, but hello, go run, please. I don't know what I'm writing, but yeah, hello, go run, please. And you can send it, and it says that it was edited, so you cannot abuse this system. But the main thing that you want to take out from this is that you can now unsend and send message and edit the older messages that you have sent. So now, no more mistakes, no more, I don't know, corrections, no more, don't want to send this message, but I did. Oh, I don't know, send a message for by mistake. No, you can now delete messages, you can now edit messages, and finally Apple did this before Twitter. So I'm very, very happy with this new feature. Another feature now that is also pretty cool is the new screenshot menu. Remember before where you wanted to send a screenshot for your friend, but you had to keep that screenshot in your camera roll, and then that would take a lot of space. Now you can take a screenshot just like this, and you can tap it, you can share it with this button, for example, and you have the choice. You click OK, you can delete it and just fine, delete it, you can copy it and delete it, you can save it. You have several new options, like you can see here. I will copy and delete. It deletes the screenshot, no more camera roll saves that are annoying, and you can simply paste it wherever you want to. So it works fine, works well. It's one of my favorite features on iOS 16 also. Another great feature now is on settings, and something that you're probably asking for a long time. Now you can view your password from your Wi-Fi on your iPhone. Just go into settings, go into Wi-Fi settings, and now click on the little I at the right of your, of course, your network. Then you'll have the word password. You click it here, it unlocks with Face ID and shows you the password, and you can copy it just right there. And then after you're done, you just leave it the thing, and you just can send it to your people. For example, click here and copy it. It's very cool, very, very, very useful for every day. When you have friends at your home, you want to share your password with them. It's one of the biggest and useful features on iOS 16 that you probably didn't know. Dictation now works pretty well. Now you have this button at the right bottom hand of your screen. You just click it and you can start talking. And as you can see, I'm talking right now and it's recognizing my voice and writing on speech. It's pretty cool, and it works exceptionally well. I can also dictate emojis like fire emoji, and also can say laughing face. And of course, this will translate it to emojis, and it works very, very reliably. I'm not looking at my screen, and as you can see, it's probably getting it 95% correct. Of course, if it doesn't get it correct, you can just go into your screen and delete it. And of course, it will correct it after that. If you wait just a few seconds, it will add punctuation and correct mistakes if it sounds like one. So it works very well. I just written a huge text, and probably right now I have a single sheet from what I said, and I can probably create captions after using this. It's a pretty useful feature, and for you people that like to use dictation a lot, like dictate notes or dictate thoughts, it works very, very well. You can continue writing on top of it, and it continues to work. And this is one of the main features of it, because it's dynamically moving. You can use your keyboard and dictation at the same time. Before, the dictation would gray out your keyboard and you would lose that chance of reordering stuff or changing something. So now it works mostly reliably, and it's one of the biggest, not coolest features on iOS 16 also. Another great feature now stands on the Photo app. Now on iOS 16, you can use your Face ID on the hidden folders. So now you can hide stuff from your significant other using a hidden folder with your Face ID. Much easier than using a passcode. But now, one of the biggest features is the edge detection. You can highlight a subject without using Photoshop. And this is very useful because before you had to go to your Mac using Preview or Photoshop or other stuff, and you had to create a subject beyond that, or try to use your mouse and try to, I don't know, select the subject that you wanted. But now on iOS 16, I don't know how, this is probably magic, AI or something, you can just click the subject a long time and it will try to define it which one it is. Let me see if I can find on this one. You just hold the space where you thought the subject is and it defines it. For example, it's the computer, the LG Gram. It defines that this is working and now I can move it, I can copy it, and I can move to another app, for example. It's also a cool feature on iOS 16 that you will probably be using to make GIFs for WhatsApp or iMessage. So works very well, very cool. One of the biggest features on iOS 16, and of course, I think by now it's the final. I don't think I have more features to show you. Let me think. Oh yeah, there's another one, and this one is cool. It's on the Maps app. One of the newest features now on the Maps app, as you can see here, it's the option to add stops to your trip. For example, I want to go from Los Angeles to New York. I just do this, I pull New York down, and I want to add something there. I want to wait in Washington, and let's just Washington DC, and I want to stop between that. So I can create a trip by car from Los Angeles that passes in Washington and ends on New York. You can do this for everything. Like you can add stops to your trips and it works very well. It automatically detects which one is the best route for you to use. And if you do this on your computer, you can create extensive trip logs and trip before you do your trips. It's amazing, and it's one of the biggest changes to the Maps app, which now is more complete. And in my opinion, it's the best Maps app available on your iPhone. But I think with that, the changes are done. I don't think I have any more changes to show you. These are the biggest changes on iOS 16. I mean, the lock screen, as you know, the lock screen, the Maps app. These are the biggest changes. I don't think there are more useful changes than this. The rest, it's little things, nitpicks things. Safari has also new things, but it's not that much useful. You can now pin tabs in your Safari. So if now you have your tabs always open, you can pin that tab and you can be open with that tab for months and not disturbing you while using your most recent tabs. So it's a cool feature, it works well, but sometimes it's not that useful. So without talking about gimmicks, this video was the main features of the iOS 16. So let me know your thoughts on iOS 16, and of course down below, do not forget to tell me if you are having too much bugs on iOS 16 so that the community can try to reach out to app to fix them. And of course, if you are liking these videos, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. This has been Tech Sumer talking to you here. Bye.